there ain't no stopping us.
Hey guys, what's up? Jeff here again to orient your fitness in the right direction, and today I want to talk to you guys about something that I think is pretty overlooked in the YouTube fitness community, and this relates to the topic of gluteal amnesia. And this relates to pretty much your butt muscles not working properly as they should be. And many people experience this because we don't get enough physical activity, and many of us sit a lot throughout the day. And by sitting a lot, pretty much if you don't use it, you lose it. But not only that, but your muscles experience this thing called reciprocal inhibition. So if I'm contracting my biceps, my triceps are turning off to allow my arm to contract. So reciprocal inhibition in your body related to your muscles, this allows you smooth movements pretty much. So when my biceps contract and my triceps are relaxed, which allows me to flex my elbow. And this relates to your butt muscles as well. And when you sit down a lot, what's going on? Well, not only are your butt muscles being stretched and inactive, but the hip flexor muscles in the front of your body, the muscles that bring your knees to your chest, those muscles are in a contracted and shortened position. And this can be a big issue, especially if you're in a sitting position for hours a day, which many of us are, because your hip flexor muscles are going to be shortened and contracted. So your butt muscles are essentially being inhibited by this constant sitting position that you go into. And this can cause many issues throughout your body, and it can lead to potential injuries occurring over time. For example, your butt muscle, your gluteus maximus, that's your strongest hip extensor muscle, the muscle that brings your thigh bone back behind your body. And it's also the strongest external rotator muscle in your body, and this rotates your leg out to the side. So say your gluteus maximus muscle is being inhibited by you sitting so much, or you have gluteal amnesia. So what could happen is it's not doing its job as effectively, and now another muscle has to jump in to take its place. And so one muscle that could pop in to do more work is the piriformis muscle, which is another hip external rotator. So if this muscle is doing more work than it should be, and overfiring, you can get things like Piriformis Syndrome, which is essentially where the piriformis muscle, it works too hard, it inflames, and then it begins to impinge upon or press on the sciatic nerve in your body that goes down your leg. So if the sciatic nerve is being pressed upon, you can then get sciatica, which is pretty much pain, tingling, numbness, and burning sensations traveling down your leg, which definitely isn't pleasant. So you don't want that happening to you. You don't want gluteal amnesia happening where your butt muscles aren't working properly and other muscles have to jump in, because that can lead to injuries. So what can you do to activate your glutes more? Well, one thing you want to do first is to stretch your hip flexor muscles. So you want to stretch one muscle called the rectus femoris, a quadricep muscle. How do you stretch that? You stand up, hold on to something with one hand, take your other ankle with your other hand, bring it behind you. Make sure your knees pointed straight down towards the ground. Make sure you're not leaning forward. You should feel a stretch at your thigh. Hold that stretch for 30 seconds, do it twice on each side. That's going to stretch your rectus femoris hip flexor. Next, stretch your iliopsoas hip flexor muscle. This is your strongest one actually. So to do this, kneel on the ground, contract your abs, and lean forward. Go forward like that. Just go forward, and you should feel a stretch in the front of your leg, your thigh, and your abs. Hold that stretch for 30 seconds, do it twice on each side. So now that you've stretched out your hip flexors, you want to activate your glutes. So I'm going to give you a few exercises right now. First one, you can do anywhere at pretty much any time. So all this is squeezing your butt muscles. So hold that squeeze for 10 seconds and do it 10 repetitions. And you can do this several times throughout the day. It's a good exercise just to help to get that mind-muscle connection, to help to activate your glute muscles. So do that several times throughout the day, just these glute squeezes. So that's my first exercise and the easiest one. Next, get on your back and do bridges. So get on your back, bring your heels closer to your butt, back straight as you come up, press through your heels, come up, contract your abs. That's going to activate your glutes. So try doing that, say, every couple days or 3 days, and do, say, 3 sets of 15 or so, just to get that mind-muscle connection, help to get your glutes activated and stronger. And then, to make that harder, you take a TheraBand, wrap it above your knees, and come up. Keep your knees from caving inwards. That's another good exercise that's more advanced. And to make this even more advanced, do the bridge with only one leg. So that's even a further advancement. So By doing those things, it's going to help to activate your glutes more. Of course, you also want to strengthen them. Try doing things like squats are good exercise as long as you do those with good form. And lunges are good too. But pretty much you want to get rid of that gluteal amnesia by doing glute activities to help to get that mind-muscle connection and get rid of that amnesia so you're not going to get injuries from other muscles jumping in. So that's essentially the whole point of this video. So hopefully you found this video informative. This has been Jeff once more, orienting your fitness in the right direction. And if you like this video, thumb it up, comment, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.